In 1990, George and Gordon Gund received permission from the National Hockey League to sell their Minnesota North Stars club in exchange for the rights to an NHL expansion team here in the Bay Area. The Gunds planned to launch this new team in the 1991-92 season, and with so much to do in such a short period of time, the team's first business operations group set out to lay the foundation for a revolutionary and enduring franchise.
We wanted to become the most popular hockey team in the world. And in order to do that, we had to build awareness first, excitement next. And all this was about creating excitement and credibility for this little startup hockey team, and so that people would embrace us as something they wanted to support.
Well, I remember the name. It was Bay Area Hockey 91, and I think there were about 10 of us total. And so to see the team get named and have a logo and actually get players, and just remember the beginning of everything.
With the Gunds committed to playing in the soon-to-be-built arena in downtown San Jose, the organization focused their energy on generating community excitement and building the new franchise's identity worldwide.
When we started, it was really trying to figure out how we were going to represent the franchise, what was the name going to be, and really kind of left up to us to figure out how we're going to interpret a shark. I wanted something that was going to be strong, very bold, but really I wanted to try to convey an aggressiveness, a sense of power. The idea was, could we come up with something that was going to be kind of memorable and simple enough to be seen from a distance? It's not just going to be on paper.
In February of 1991, hockey legend Gordie Howe accompanied Sharks owner George Gund at an on-ice press conference to unveil the new Sharks jerseys, which created buzz not only in the hockey world, but in national platforms. During the first 2 seasons of the Sharks' existence, the team's brand accounted for 25% of all the NHL's merchandise sales.
It was the first time that I think a logo was designed with merchandising in mind. It was designed to be a graphic design that people would walk around and wear. This was really about how we're going to attract and get people to pay attention to a new sport in a new part of the country. You know, it ended up working not just in California, but ended up working all over the world.
I remember when the team started up and all of a sudden one Princess Di's son was spotted on a ski lift in Europe somewhere wearing a Sharks cap, and everyone went, wow, that's interesting. You know, a prince riding a ski lift in Europe knows about the San Jose Sharks.
By doing all the homework we did, and we had a lot of consumer input from different iterations that we looked at, we knew we had a prospect for being successful. We never knew how successful we were going to be.
The team's first 2 seasons were spent at the Cow Palace in Daly City, while SAP Center, the soon-to-be-built San Jose Arena, was readied.
The uniqueness of the Cow Palace, first of all, was the aroma that was probably unique to a hockey rink. Thus the name. The building was small, corners were small, the proximity of the fans, but it was great. I mean, everybody that was there, I think, really welcomed the opportunity to have the fans be that connected to us. It was a special time.
The Cow Palace will always be special to me. That was one of my first real jobs out of college. There were only 4 or 5 of us. We were the beginnings of the Sharks kind of sales force. We were involved and had input on everything the team did because it was such a small group of people. And you're going up to this older, dilapidated building and thinking, wait, we're going to found this team and play here and then eventually move to San Jose. So very different as a first job out of a graduate school.
The expansion Sharks struggled in their first 2 campaigns, including an 11-win effort in 1992 that tied the NHL record for most defeats in a single season. Everything changed when the team relocated to downtown San Jose in 1993. On the ice, the Sharks shook off an 0-8-1 start and posted the greatest single-season turnaround in league history, earning their first ever berth in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Few gave the 8th-seeded Sharks any chance against the top-seeded Detroit Red Wings, but Jamie Baker's goal in Game 7 clinched the most unthinkable of upsets.
If anything, that goal represents a little bit of what happened that year. Underdogs, overachievers, you know, somebody who you wouldn't expect to score a game-winning goal in Game 7, and it really meshed the players and the fan base here in San Jose. It was kind of a love affair both ways. We loved them and they loved us, and off we went. It was the first pro team in San Jose, and it was a magical year.
That first season in the arena really cemented the Sharks' ability to be a success on a long-term basis in San Jose. That's my opinion.
For good measure, they did it again the following season, defeating a heavily favored Calgary Flames team in double overtime of Game 7.
Here's Makarov to the net. They score! Ray Whitney, and there will be octopus on Sunday.
The Sharks had the attention of the hockey world, the fanatical support of the Bay Area, and had served notice. They were here to stay.